I have been watching your progress. Is there any way that I can help you? Your question has me at a loss. Unfortunately, people go missing daily all over Aelion. Sometimes, the flames of invasion will consume entire villages. Only the pleas for help. They are stored here in the Divine Observatory. You may speak to the clerks about them. But why the new interest all of a sudden? Poor boy. Please look after him, and don't let him get into trouble. Marcus can be a little thoughtless. Just a little focus, and he'd have become a junior god long ago. But Eli knows what's going on in that boy's head. He is still terrified of Iana. Such childishness.
Thank you for the explanation. That's all I need to know.
Very well. I won't distract you from important matters any longer, Marcellus.
How can I help you? I guess you're interested in some particular cases? I'll have to analyze a huge amount of data. This may take days. You're not even sure what you're looking for. How are you going to explain it to the system? People that went missing from day X to day Z is too vague. We'll get thousands of files which will need to be checked, analyzed, cross-referenced. But if you send your adepts to me, that'll make my job so much easier. Splendid. I'll be waiting. I'll let you know as soon as I get the results.
Any orders for us? We'll look through the documents of the last reporting period. Are you looking for something specific? We'll do what we can. Sorry it took so long. I had no idea. The most suspicious are cases where small groups of people went missing. Before you ask, it's because the people vanished completely. No destroyed tents, no bloodstains. I'd say regularly. For example, 2 groups of tourists disappeared lately. One in the Siblean Heights and the other in Kairos Caves.
Mrs. Marcellus picked out a few files that you need to take a look at.
There are any side effects.
Let's not jump to conclusions. I found them like that. They've been lying there for 2 days now. If you don't believe me, go see for yourself. The cave creatures killed him. Scare us by the look of it. Kumos would have taken the remains with him. Oh, and see that wound? It's a perforated wound. The bug impaled him with its horn. And who are you again? What are you doing here? Hiding from someone or looking for something? What a coincidence! Me too! A few tourists went missing here a couple of days ago. These 2 were in that group, by the way. I'm a speleologist, Ruthin. My 2 good friends went with that group, so I came here looking for them. I couldn't just abandon them. Then I found these bodies and can't make myself go down there now. Can I go with you? Aren't you an immortal? I want to know what happened to them. See it myself. Thank you. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go. Sorts of things. You go down there, I don't know whether to make it back. scouted the cave, laid out the route. We gathered a group and went there. They should have been back the day before yesterday. I found scales when I went there the first time, but no other signs of the sea creatures. I didn't even think I'd find them here, underground. I mean, it's a cave, not a grotto. It's the damn sea creatures. Frightened all the animals around here. It was dangerous here before, but now it's downright deadly. I didn't touch a thing. I wasn't even here. They conspired against me, so I took preemptive measures. Don't you understand? I was defending myself. They were going to kill me. Right, what do you even know? I overheard their conversation. They said, we need to get rid of him. How do you get rid of someone? I knew you wouldn't understand. You don't give a damn like everyone else. They were warned that the caves were dangerous. No one is immune to accidents, not even you. Sure, I can't kill you, but you're gonna be here for a while.
But escaped divine retribution. The lead also turned out to be false. Today is just not your day.
filled with eternal flame, the one who holds the torch above his head. The one who punishes heretics. Names are but an empty sound that your damned Eli turned into a cult. Mysterious, Iana, Herida, pompous gods. And you are just like them. Heads a gang of cultists. Our leaders, Lucius and Virgil, were weak, so I took their place. Ah, so that's who you're looking for. Pathetic heretics. We'll look for them in the dirt. Might find a pile of burnt bones. Who says it was us? The Wardens punished them for their treachery. They killed everyone whose faith was weak, even the righteous brothers. I'm the only one who didn't burn in their flame, because I was worthy. Wouldn't you like to know? Fire will consume us both!
Unbelievable! Someone has hacked my communicator. And now I'm subscribed to that guy's blog. Oh well, at least it isn't boring.
Know where Gerlich is? I haven't seen him for a while. Is it death?
Have you ever seen him?
How do I explain? I did speak with him a few times, but his face was always covered.
Where does he live?
I don't have any idea. He calls his home a shelter. I would imagine that means it's an abandoned bunker or something like that.
What a weirdo.
What's wrong with weird? We're all weird.
Good to see you. Sorry I didn't wait up. It's just that I really wanted to get things moving, you see.
Finally, there you are. Time is money, you know.
We were talking about our mysterious friend. I don't get it. What do you mean by scheming? We have been looking for the missing for a week now. Ran our legs off, and what do we have? Absolutely zilch, that's what. So I had a thought, and maybe we took the wrong approach. Remember the blog I discovered in the Alinet? About the missing people. It was a little, well, strange. I have been reading it ever since I got hacked. I think the author, crazy as he is actually writing real accounts about the ones we're looking for. We should contact him.
You should stick to the facts. Zero tends to present his info oddly. In what way, you ask? Like unexpected conclusions, but he checks all the facts carefully. Unless it's something completely crazy. So if you are smarter than a 5-year-old, you should be able to easily figure out what is really happening.
You see? He's not that crazy, this hacker of ours.
We should start a conversation. A talk with Zero. Surprised? I'm Quinta, and don't you forget that. I can arrange a meeting right this minute. However, only one of you can be there. Is that a deal?
It's settled then. Oh, there's an update. I'll go read it. His stories about the Mantides inside Aelion are so cool.
Greetings. No need to introduce yourself. I made inquiries about you. You catch on quick. Well, let's get down to business. Our mutual acquaintance said you needed help. And you've made a little headway since. No wonder you need help. Those above us have no interest in seeing the truth exposed. Or you're working for them, investigating something else. Trying to track me down, for example. You may not realize that, but when you do, it will be too late. They are very guileful. Well, Mantides, who else? They sit underground and pull the strings, and their puppets fulfill their orders. Nip any rumor in the bud. Witnesses go missing. Posts disappear from the Alinet. There's a whole organization that covers their tracks. Officially, it doesn't exist. Doesn't even have a name. I call it the Brainwash Society. I just put 2 and 2 together. They didn't go missing. They were abducted. For seeing your question, what for? I have a few working theories, but can't really say anything for sure. Actually, I do. Facility 902 and the Red Coast. I'm absolutely sure something is going to happen there. And happen very soon. I'm always happy to share my thoughts with someone who's willing to listen. And be...
New technologies for the defenders of Aelion. Take a look. It's part of my friendly assistance program.
The complex was abandoned, but a group of people came here some time ago. Why? The equipment they left indicates that they had big plans for this place. Judging by the results of the scan, the newcomers began to restore the systems of the complex. Perhaps that activity was what attracted the mechanoids. belonged to the smugglers that broke away from the Fair and the Swifts gang. The one you had encountered in your days. Playing the recording.
I can't believe these half-wits left secret data here. I hope it's worth the hassle. Sell that real quick on the black market.
No one survived the battle, but where are the bodies? Did the mechanoids take them? Perhaps the lead was sound, but there's nothing here now.
No way. No accidents so far. Did they send you here to protect us? Templars seem to have things under control. Business? Listen. But keep that between us, all right? I really need help, but I can't ask anyone here. Perhaps you can help me out. I have some friends. Marauders. Nothing illegal, just some trophies, rings. There is a lot of that around here. You just stop and pick it up. I work with them trying to make some credits. They work nearby, but this morning I lost contact with them. In their last transmission, they said something about the Gorgonites, that there were a lot of them. Can you look for them? I'd go myself, but the Templars won't let me go in alone. 4, they were headed towards the lake. If you find them, tell them Cassian sent you, or else they might get nervous. Thank you. I'll be here.
Warning, there is someone critically wounded nearby.
The Gorgonites. We wanted to sneak past them. We didn't think there would be so many. My friends and an immortal bodyguard. They left me here to die. I thought I was a goner. He was a slayer. He wore their uniform. Olive skin, fairly tall. Couldn't see his face, but I think he had dark eyes. We gave him so much money. I don't know. We had the route on a tablet, but I lost it.
I have informed the Templars about the wounded. There's no tablet in sight. I suspect that the Gorgonites took it. Why don't you check those that are lurking around here? The coordinates of the next route point are on the tablet. Perhaps the survivors headed there. A battle took place here. There are fragments of destroyed mechanoids here, some of which look quite unusual. You can see some relatively undamaged components as well. If the immortal bodyguard was killed by the Gorgonides, which is probably what happened, then he resurrected next to the closest uplink terminal.
I don't remember. My head is a little foggy.
That's not surprising. You were under hypnosis.
Hypnosis?
Don't you remember? We were clearing the coast of the Gorgonides, and one of the Vipers took control of you.
Maybe I was? I don't remember anything until the moment I was reborn.
You must be confusing him with someone. There are no mortals here. Well, none that are alive. Defenders of Aelion, just like you. Now, if you will excuse us, we must go. The wounded needs help.
And who sent you?
Nonsense. We arrived at the Red Coast to eliminate the Gorgonides, not to make deals with some shady people. He was with us right from the start. Let's go. There's nothing we can do here.
They handed it to us pretty good.
No, I knew it. I knew something would happen. They shouldn't have come here. The bodyguard was useless. I wonder where the Templars had gone off to. Well, thank the gods. Max, he is a good man. He has 2 little daughters. That's odd. Can you describe him? How he moves, his voice? I don't know. Sounds like it was him. I've never seen them. And I would have remembered that woman, trust me. Something weird is going on. At any rate, thanks for your help. By the way, what's your name? I'll tell Max that he owes you now. See ya.
I can already see that you have something for me. Place them here. Why only one? All right, you can keep one. You're right. It does look suspicious. Like a mechanoid component, but with some differences. That's strange. Why? Maybe because I've studied the mechanoids all my life and know a thing or two about them? Their configuration never changed. The design of each model matches their functions perfectly. I'd probably make a few alterations myself, but I'm not so crazy that I would start helping these tin cans. This component doesn't belong to any mechanoid model I know of, and I thought I knew all of them. Where did you get it? The mechanoid ships, then. I don't think you're mistaken. It's hard to confuse these cubes. How interesting. I'd love to study it. And I would do it right away, but I'm busy. All right, fine. I'll take a good look at it, and you go on with your investigation. If you find anything else, bring it to me. Immediately.
I want to suggest a deal. One of the components you found in exchange for something that will help your investigation. I'll send you the coordinates of the place. Send your...
You know, it would be nice to find some information about our friend. It's not that I believe he's actually a nut, but I would just like to be certain.
We were just talking about you. Your feats, of course. Nothing questionable here. I take it you have new orders for us? Some kind of password? A secret sign? How will we recognize each other? 0? I think I unsubscribe from his blog every month, but I still get newsletters. It's a small world indeed. I felt like someone from a spy movie. As for Zero, we have nothing for you. I contacted a few Alienet security specialists. They had a file on Zero, but there was nothing useful in it. This Zero seems to be some kind of computer genius. He tried to connect to Flavius's laboratory network. He couldn't bypass the security algorithms, but he got very close to it. It forced Flavius to increase security level.
Your people were spying on me in the Alienet. You thought I wouldn't notice? A good thought, but it's a little late for that, I'm afraid. You'll just have to trust me as I have to trust you. Yes, everything went well. I'll hold up my end of the deal like I promised, but later. Unfortunately, I can't do it right now. They found me. My shelter is being watched. If I send the package now, they will intercept it, and we can't let that happen. I hope you'll find a way to get rid of them. Don't let them fool you. You know how the mechanoids abduct people? In groups. Go read about all the ghost towns. The mechanoids we're dealing with are behaving oddly. They abduct small groups of people in remote areas and make sure to cover their tracks. It's not typical of them. You just can't grasp the whole picture. I'd like to know what Asterius thinks about all that. I read his articles in the Alienet. Asterius writes that, like me, he's worried about the Mantides. That's why I don't think he has a hand in this. It's possible he knows more than I do. Asterius is a real expert on the Mantides. Yes, I'll keep my word as soon as I lose those guys shadowing me. And please, try not to mention me in a conversation.